Hey there, Christina here, and the topic of the day is riding in cars with babies. So this can be a little intimidating, especially if it's one of your first times or if it is a long trip. So hopefully I have some tips today that can make either one a little bit easier. So the first thing, of course, is to make sure that your baby is secured in the car seat and that the car seat is secured in the car. Follow the directions, obviously, in the manual that it came with. And then if you have any concerns about how it is situated in the car, there are clinics out there that you can go to have it checked and to learn a little bit more about car seat safety. So safety, of course, is the number one concern when you are riding in the car with baby. That being said, not only do you have to make sure that they are secure in the car seat, you want to make sure that the area around them is also safe. So if you are traveling with pets, be sure that they are secured separately, I guess. If you have the ability to, like if you have a hatchback where the pet can be in a separate space in the car with the gate in between, that is ideal. That or the pet can be in a crate or in its own little car seat, also secured. Cat, dog, whatever the pet happens to be, just make sure that they are safely secured so they do not interfere with baby's safety. And lastly, on the safety note, you also want to make sure that there isn't anything else, inanimate objects around the car seat. So piles of boxes or a bag of groceries that might accidentally topple over into your baby. Just be aware of what's around them and make sure that their safety is your number one priority when you are traveling with baby. So safety aside, what are some other ways that you can survive, let's say, your trip with baby? So you're in the car. One of the biggest things that moms love in their car is one of those great mirrors so that they can see their baby. So it attaches to the back of the car seat above the car seat, so that it is out of baby's reach, but you can see them in your rearview mirror. So that just puts your mind at ease. Of course, again, with a safety note, make sure that you are not constantly glancing at it because you want to keep your eyes on the road, of course. So that is when you are at a full stop and you can take a quick peek to make sure baby's okay. That'll put your mind at ease and make your car ride a lot more manageable. Toys are great to entertain baby in the car. I always like to have at least one attached to her car seat. Again, make sure that it is attached safely. And then I also like to have one or two up front with me in case she happens to, tear it off, throw it aside, or get sick of it. So when you are at a full stop is when you can give baby a new toy. If your baby is eating like those little puffs or a little snack like that, you can also hand those back at the appropriate time. Again, at a full stop. So if you want to keep some of those up front, that can be handy as well. So let's say you're driving along and your baby is just inconsolable. So what can you do? You can sing, you can talk. Babies love to hear the sounds of your voice, especially if they're really little and they're not used to being in a separate space from you. That's going to make them feel a lot more at ease, so that they know you're still there. If that's not working, I heard of one mom who attached a pinwheel to the back of the back seat, out of the reach of baby, but near a window, so that when she cracked the window, the pinwheel would start spinning. Great distraction for when your baby starts to cry. So that's a pretty cool one. Another one is turning on the radio, especially to static or to the classical station. Sometimes helps mellows baby out, or at the very least helps to drown them out. So there's that. For long car rides, it's good to plan to leave at a time when your baby is going to take a nap anyway, so that make sure that they are well fed, that they are changed, that they are dressed appropriately for the temperature in the car. So if it is going to be very cold outside, but the car is going to be warmer, get them in their car seat in a light layer and then have a blanket on top that you can take off when the car warms up. So you are all set. They're supposed to take a nap. Let's say that they are not falling asleep easily. What are some ways to encourage them to take a nap in the car? So you can have, if your car is really soundproof, you can have a white noise machine that's portable to kind of just even everything out and get them calmed down, especially if that's what you use for bedtime and nap time. That can be great. You can cover their car seat with a blanket to make it dark if it's not already dark. That can also help to get them in that mindset. And of course, make sure that the surroundings are soothing to a nap environment. So turn off your radio, quiet down the chatter for a little while so that your little one can get a nap. So that's hopefully a good start to your road trip, is getting your baby to take a nap. And then just be wary of their schedule for the rest of the car trip, what they normally do. So if they normally take the nap, let them take the nap. And then of course, you know, you're gonna have to add a little bit of extra time to your car ride than you normally would without a baby, because you're gonna need to stop and feed them and change them. And maybe if they're at the age where they're moving around, you know, let them kind of stretch and crawl and just have some time out of the car. So hopefully those are some tips that can help you in the car with your baby. It can be rough, but you will always get through it. So on to the trivia for today. Okay, what is the slang for pregnant in England? Is it A, stuffed? Is it B, full? Is it C, packed? Or is it D, round? All right, answer below, and the first person to get it right is going to win a gift card to a fast casual restaurant or a mystery gift from Bellies to Babies. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe for future episodes.